5-1, the legend, the icon, my sister, my girl, Missy Elliott is in the building.
Yes,
Missy.
Yes.
Hi.
It's been forever.
I know, it's been too long. You look the same.
Jeez. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, you look the same. You look great. I was cheering for you like a wild woman the other night at the VMAs.
No,
you were so great.
Thank you.
You were so great.
Thank you. I was, I just got, I'm dealing with this cold, so.
Yeah, what happened to you? You said you was sick?
I rehearsed, I hadn't even been sick, and then the day before the show, like, oh my goodness, my chest, everything, like, I couldn't breathe. I had to go to the hospital. I'm like, oh my God.
What was it though? Did you find out? Or?
Just they gave me 2 shots, and they gave me shot yesterday too. So, and they gave me like I said, they gave me some cough syrup. I said, oh, this is not good. I drunk that thing. I said, oh, they got me on the lean.
It's not good, right? It's not a good feeling.
No.
I don't know why people take that for recreation.
Give me a Motrin.
Word.
Like, give me a Motrin, because that thing had me like from where I just came from to here, mouth open, like looking crazy.
Well, you didn't take it today?
Yeah.
Oh, just today?
Yeah, because my chest and stuff been messed up.
Oh, so you high right now during our interview?
Oh, man.
This is amazing.
I'm like,
amazing. Wait a minute. Did
crazy.
you perform? Did you do that performance sick?
Yes.
A medicine?
Yeah, I was sick. I had, yeah.
How did you do
sick.
that?
Just.
Because you're Missy.
You just got to fight it and be like, what I'm going to do? Tell MTV after they spent all that bread.
Sorry, I'm not
like,
feeling
girl,
well.
you better take this syrup and you better take this whatever and get out this.
Put your scarecrow outfit on. You better fly up in the sky. Yo, how many outfits did you have on?
So many outfits. It was insane.
And then was that really you in the sky? I was trying to figure out. You couldn't have been, right? No, you don't have to tell me your magic. You don't have to tell me your magic.
I was everywhere.
It was really good.
Thank you.
It made me miss you even more than I think a lot of people already miss you.
Oh, thank you.
I know you feel that though, right? Like,
yeah, like, and especially because I actually didn't get a chance to see it till last night on the way to the hospital again.
Oh my God.
I'm just watching it sick, like, but I saw it last night, like, fully through, because I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
We killed that.
Yeah. Because I really, soon from the stage, Mona, she like, all right, you got to get dressed and go to the club. I'm like, oh my God. So I came home from the after party and I was sick there. And I woke up the next morning with mad food that I had ordered that I didn't eat. I still had on my Louis Vuitton jacket and
You
shoes.
woke up in your Louis Vuitton.
I was like, what in the... I'm looking at myself like, what do I got on? It's crazy. Yeah.
Yo, please take care of yourself, though.
Yeah,
I
am.
Please be easy out here.
Am.
Before we really start, I have a few questions about yesterday.
Okay.
I mean, not yesterday, about the awards. I gave my interns a challenge.
Okay.
And I wanted you to help me judge it.
Okay, cool.
Are you down for that?
Cool.
Can we go get them? So they're going to get a prize. I have 3 interns. I like to give them little challenges. I told them they had to come today. I was inspired by your museum and your performance. I want to see their best Missy inspired looks today.
Oh,
So my intern.
So I know somebody get ready
them.
to come here and sock it to me because
I haven't seen them. I don't know what they did.
Oh,
I
God.
told them this the other day when I saw the show, and I'm gonna see what they come in here with today.
I see somebody come around the corner. Oh, snap.
This is Brittany.
Oh, wow.
Selena, Joan.
Oh, wow.
Markel.
How can I judge?
Do you have anything to say for yourself? Because she's going to pick based on appearance, but if you want to add anything to the equation.
Oh, God.
Do you have anything you would like to say? Anybody? Come on,
Wow.
Markel. You look like you got something.
Turn around. Let me turn around.
Wow!
Oh,
I
wow.
couldn't decide on just,
Come closer.
I couldn't decide on just one look, so I did what I thought encompassed you.
Oh, wow.
And I wanted to make art for you that represented you, but also myself.
Oh, hey, you did an amazing job.
Okay,
Oh my
Markel. Wait, you got Adidas on the pants too?
I wear Adidas.
I remember when you wore that. That was
yes,
at the launch.
And when she got the little strip cut out and everything.
That was when the launch. I think
the
I was
sneakers.
at your event.
Yes.
We did an event at the Adidas store, and it was the launch of her line that she
Yes.
did for Adidas.
Wow.
You want to say anything? Anybody else? Or no? You want to let your outfit speak? I got some dance moves. Speak now, forever hold it.
Oh, wow.
Anything?
I think that all the looks here are at different points in your career that
Yes.
are very different and
Yes.
pivotal. So we try to highlight our favorite little looks from you that we notice as being your iconic, being that you have the iconology.
The craziest thing, I thought somebody was going to come in here with the Soccer to Me outfit on. Remember I said, I know somebody would come in with the Soccer. But this is amazing.
You have to pick one, Missy. We had to pick one. You want me- I mean, you got lights in your pants? How do you even get? Are you plugged into something? What are you plugged into?
Oh, is she? I had to add a little extra.
Oh, that's why she over there by the socket. I'm like, she mad close to the wall, but I'm thinking they trying to all fit in. Oh, jeez.
Wait, what is that noise?
Oh, it's my
You
favorite
gotta
thing.
blow
Oh, a fan in there? Yeah, you did that.
Wow.
You don't got electronics, no gadgets engaged in here.
I'm like, is some rain
Now
gonna come
look
down?
at- Is it rain? You needed water coming down or something.
Oh my God.
This is really hard. This is really hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Do you need my help?
Yeah, you pick.
You don't want to pick? She's so nice. She don't want to hurt nobody.
You
Come on, Missy. One of these got to have touched you and moved you or impressed you the most.
They all do in some form, because like she said, they're different parts of my career.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm gonna always just convert back to the rain, because that's just the beginning. Even though that probably came from Party City somewhere, but and I know they took it. She really, and I probably would, if I have to go off of, really putting in the work, it would be this one, because she had to paint.
She painted,
yes,
cut.
Yes.
So we're going with Markel?
Yes.
Markel, congratulations. We're going to find a consolation for everybody. But there's some stuff in here. It's a $100 gift card, 2 days made in America, and then a cup of.
Hey!
All right?
Yes.
Y'all can go to Powerhouse. Y'all can go to Powerhouse. Good job, guys. Good job, guys.
Yes.
That was pretty good. Y'all, I'm impressed with them.
Yes.
This is a good batch of interns.
Oh, they're amazing. Amazing.
Yo, but does that amaze you when you see? Because I was looking at how long it's been. It's been 14 years since you put an album out. Which, by the way, what?
Yes.
Why? First of all, why?
14.
And then also, does it amaze you how much people still look like she was like moved by this whole thing? She's barely 20 something. Like that has to be.
It amazes me. I'm truly blessed. And when I went in the museum, it made me really think, because I was like, wow, the videos that were created, it was done in a way that allowed us to be able to do a museum, because they were different worlds, each thing. And even when I was when we was talking to MTV on what we wanted to do, it was just like each record, and if I could have did all of them, it would have been, even more fun. But just to think that we could create different worlds, because each one of those videos were different worlds for real. Like there was that Get Your Freak On that looked like you was in the woods somewhere, some crazy area. Then you had past that Dutch, you had that whole playground crop, the scarecrow and all of that stuff back there. You had the rain where you had the hill thing, just so many different elements, and it's just like, wow. And seeing them, and to know each one of those outfits.
Moments. Yeah, and that they know that. It's crazy. And so I mean, I know you've been doing stuff because I done seen you pop out at the Super Bowl. I seen you get your big award, Writers Award.
Yeah.
But what have you been doing for 14 years, Missy?
Oh my God! And 14 years go by so fast. It's crazy when I hear it. I don't feel like I've been, because I've been working behind the scenes. But I always tell people it's not easy for what I've done, because I was an artist, and aside from doing everything for myself, then I was doing stuff for other artists, and so my brain just became like frazzled. Like I needed to refresh. It's like a computer, because it was like trying to knock out my stuff and trying to make stuff for other people, so it didn't sound like it came from me or sounded like my stuff, because then it would have been hard for me to do my own stuff, because then I would have gave everybody else my sound.
You can't give Lizzo all your hot songs, man. You don't got no hot songs for yourself. No, I get that.
Yeah, and so it and then too, I had got sick, and so I went through that moment.
What was that like that time?
Oh man, that was crazy, out of nowhere. Just like,
is that something that from your family? There's a family history of it? No. So what do they attribute that to? It's Graves, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Is it and it happened out of nowhere. I know I've worked even like with the pressure. My pressure is like I've always constantly just worked and never stopped. And sometimes your body like, okay, you wildin'. Like your body just end up telling you that. And I remember not being able to write because I couldn't even lift up a pen. I couldn't even lift up a cup. And I remember Monica coming to my house one time, and she saw me shaking like that, and she was like, look, just give me the pen, tell me, the words, and I'll write it for you. So it was bad.
How long did that go on for, like that bad?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. It went on for a minute.
Like months? Like years?
Oh, no, it was past. Yeah, it went on for like a year. But then
that's horrible.
But then it's a lot to come with it. Anybody who have Graves' disease know that.
I don't know that much about it. That's
autoimmune disease is people always ask me, how do I deal with it? But I was just like, yo. But I got a praying family, and my family prays. They pray very hard, and then it was aside from that, trying to find your way back, because now you're in it's like a whole new world from the era that you first started. And so now it's like, whoa, that gets scary, because you got to make sure you like, well, I don't know if people gonna like this. It was cool for then,
right? But
then I had to just keep saying to myself, you always been 10 years ahead. So, so I mean, it can't be that hard. Like even if you.
So you had fear about that? Like, were you worried about that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, any artist any real artist probably would say if you stay out for a minute, you fear and not. I don't want to say fear. Maybe it's an anxious.
Yeah. I get that.
I don't know.
If it worked for me then, will what I do work now, right?
Yeah. And so that you go through that, but the greatest thing is I always tell people you could be respected forever, but you won't be hot.
No, you can't
always.
be hot. Right.
Nobody.
Right. So where do you put that now? Do you want to be hot? Because I feel like you're hot now. Like, I feel like right now you're having a moment, and we're gonna see how this album rolls out and everything. But it feels like you're in the direction of that, Missy.
Oh, totally. I mean, it most definitely have aligned beautifully. Like this most definitely feel like
a moment.
Yeah. It feels like 2003. So it's
that's so dope.
Yeah,
you deserve it, man.
Thank you.
And I think people are craving, like, it's just like you always were refreshing. You were always a something different than, because what happens is somebody comes out and then they hot, then you get a few people that, oh, that's what's hot right now, so let me do that. Right. And that always happens. It's the cycle.
Always.
But you always were like a fresh fresh air, breath of fresh air. So I think people are just starving for that.
I stay in and I try to not well, it's harder now because I got to a point where I was not listening to, and that's how me and Tim even had the sound that we had, because we didn't listen to radio, we didn't watch TV, so you don't see, you don't hear, you don't mimic. But now it's harder because
it's everywhere.
You go even
your phone. It's on your phone. Yeah.
Yeah. You go to your phone. You might go look at a message, but something just draw you to the gram.
Yeah.
Or you know it. You looking at everybody's pictures. Your life just fading away. You just watching everybody else's pictures, liking stuff, and so and you don't miss nothing because it's right there.
What do you look at now? Like, what are you into? What are you feeling?
ID.
ID?
If I watch TV, I'm watching ID. Oh my God. People come to my house like, yo, turn that scary stuff off.
That's so funny.
Yeah. In the middle of the night, people come to my house like, yo, you got that stuff on again, man. Turn on Martin or something. Like, why did you watch the ID off? And, I do regular stuff. People be surprised.
What are you listening to, like, musically? What are you?
I listen to her. And I was just telling somebody what I liked about her is somebody put me on to her. It's crazy.
I know.
They put me on to her, and I just thought it was interesting that we ended up in embracing her music before knowing who she was.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that talent can speak for itself, because we didn't get a chance to. Well, I know I didn't. I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't know. I was like, who is this girl? But I listened to her records and I was like, yo, this is fire.
Yeah.
I
could see you and her doing something dope together.
She's dope. She's dope.
What about rappers? What do you think about the rap scene right now, Missy?
The rap scene is you got it's gonna always be some that you listen to, some that you don't. But
is anything moving you? Or?
Oh yeah, I don't get it messed up. I'm always got a little ratchet in me, so when I feel like on some twerk, I'm gonna listen to some City Girls for sure. I love City Girls, and I love actually Megan. I be bumping her, Cardi. I bump all the new girls. It's a lot of guys that I listen to too, but I don't be really knowing.
You be in your own pocket, your own zone, studio.
I like a lot of underground.
Yeah, I love that Cardi gave you the award. I thought that was dope.
Oh yes.
Did you pick her?
Yes.
Did you know she was doing that?
Yes.
Oh.
I knew she was doing it. Yes.
Okay.
And I think that it most definitely is coming from a sincere place, and I love that we can blend it too, because even when Lizzo, she's out there and she like, hey, this is somebody that I listen to. Cardi say, hey, this is
I
one
stole
of the
your
first.
stuff.
Yeah, basically. Hey, I'm not mad if you say that. At least I know, and you know what I'm saying, like, and because if you do something great, 99 out of 100. There's going to be people that come behind, and as long as you can be inspired by it and make it your own, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many artists have been inspired by Michael Jackson? How many artists have been inspired by Janet or Whitney Houston or Madonna or
or Missy?
Yeah, it's so if you do great things, great music, people
inspired people. Yo, Lizzo was like in tears. Did you see that?
Lizzo, I love Lizzo. She is we have kicked it so many times in the studio, and we got a record together on my other thing that's coming up.
You have another song with her?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
But yeah, Lizzo, and I try to talk to them. I'm not the type of person that have these conversations across social media. Like, I if I see Lizzo going through it, I'm that big sister, pull her to the side like, yo, listen, don't worry about it. You don't have to be in the top, list of rappers or whatever. Like, you're different and you do many things, and I'm one of those people that can attest to that. Like, people that never really knew how to rank me because I did so many things. So I'm that type that behind the scenes I'll go and have these conversations like, hey, don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay.
That's so sweet. But you don't take it to the gram.
Oh no.
You're not a big social. You're not really.
Nah, I mean, because we come from a era where thank God we didn't have social media when we was coming up.
Yeah,
how
word.
many parties?
I say that all the time.
Baby. We dodged that. I'm like, yo, we party down. So I'm like,
Yo, the ladies' night video set alone. Could
that
you imagine?
Alone, do you know we would have been trending forever? We would have still been trending to this day.
Today.
Like 10 years later.
I forget things that happened on that shoot, and then years later, somebody will say, "Yo, I was there." Remember, I don't know, something happened with Un and was it Un or Steve Stout?
Listen, I remember all that stuff, and it's little things that still float out there, like me, Kim, and Mary on Kim video shoot, and I'm like, oh my God, we were so tore up. We were so tore up. So I'm like, I try to stay, because too, if you get on that social media too much, it's bound to be one person that says something, and then you got to come out of character, and then instead of people being like, look, stop messing with them, they'll be like, and you make too much money to be answering these, and so you just be like, let me just stay off of here so I'll take it back to 1995. That's what Mary said. Oh, don't make me go back to the 90s, Mary. So yeah, so we just kind of try to stay, and not, the good thing about it is you do get a chance to connect with your fans one-on-one.
Yeah, every now and then it's there are horrible, disgusting things about it, but every now and then a story or something, you come across somebody that's just like dope or whatever. It's pretty good. Yeah. I love how emotional is how touched you were too by Janet. And look, she loves her some Janet. How did y'all become so close? And are you like friends, or
no,
you are
friends?
Yes.
The one thing I could say about us and Mary and me, Kim and me. I know I'm probably saying that wrong because people be ready to take you to the library. It is not Mary and me, Kim and me, but I'm just saying.
Whatever. Yeah.
Who else? La. Mm-hmm. Like, we all remained friends. Like, it was never for the cameras. We go to each other's houses, and Janet, when I met her, it was so crazy because I don't even know if she remembered, but she talked so light, and I was like, yo, like what? And she's like, yeah. I was like, yo, she need a portable mic with her wherever she goes, just on the collar, because I can't hear nothing. And it's so crazy because she had one of her, he ended up being her choreographer, Gil, and she would tell him what she wanted to say. And I was
like a voice box translator.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then we just became so cool. And
can you hear her now?
Oh, yeah, now Jay, like, it's a little bit, just, she turned it up a little bit.
She gave you a little, she loved you, so she gave you a little volume.
It's got a little volume to it, but she, it's so crazy because I was saying that they did a tribute to her, and I remember, like, she been calling me Jack for over a decade and a half. And I was like, why do Janet call me Jack? I'm like, who is Jack? First of all, who is Jack? Right. And she still calls me Jack.
Do you know why?
Jack of all trades.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Or like Honorary Jackson.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Like a Jackson.
Yes. She called me that too. And that's why, so she posted the video about the awards. Was yesterday, and people was like, "Who's Jack?" They probably like, "Why are you even posting this?"
Well,
like,
she called you Jack in the video.
Yes.
Come on, Janet. We need a full name. Nobody we gotta know who you're talking about.
Yes, she started the video out just Jack.
That's so cute.
Yes.
So that was the two moments in the awards, and then also Aaliyah, you of course
Yes.
shouted out her, and I just read today that it's like 18 years since she's passed.
Yes.
And I just wonder for you, because I know that was such a hard time for you, and I know she's still so much part of your life. Where do you I don't know, hold her spirit, or how are you? You know what I mean? Like, where are you with that?
I talk to her brother a lot, so that makes me feel better, because people have to understand that for the world, the world can go on with their lives. For her family, they still have to live with her not being here. And the great thing, I think, when I see Rashad, he's, they just did the museum thing.
The Madame Tussauds
yes,
wax,
Madame
the wax
Tussauds.
figure.
Yeah. And, he made the Mac thing happen. And
Oh, is he doing that?
yeah,
I didn't realize that.
He's handling everything. So
Wow.
I think that's a comforting for them, and
To be able to keep her legacy alive that way. Yeah.
and yeah, he's very involved, and so when I see him at peace, it brings peace to me.
Yeah, I could get that. I didn't know him well. I met him once or twice, but he always seemed so lovely.
Oh,
And
he's
but
he's always been like that.
But he was younger now. He's probably he's 18 years older, so he's like a grown ass man now.
yeah.
I'm talking about him like he's a little boy.
yeah, and he's is like splitting image of his father now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why don't we get Aaliyah? You probably know this is a weird question to ask you, but why is not Aaliyah's music not out and available like that? Do you know anything about that?
I have no idea.
I hate that.
I have no. Fans are always asking, and we don't have any kind of control over that. So
Is that? Oh, that's not. You can't do anything.
no.
Is that family? Or is that label? Or
I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming maybe her uncle has control over that, but
I just feel like as time goes by,
yeah.
it's like when the New Edition movie came out. My son now, he's 16.
Oh, he's a New Edition fan.
He's a fan. Like, he knows word for word every
Hey,
song,
he
and
probably
then
just around there like
all that. But had he not been exposed to that, it would have just disappeared. You know what I mean? I think it's keeping the music alive and the legacy alive is so important.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, and it's clearly something maybe that Rashad, he'd probably be better to answer.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Missy, what is this new phase of Missy gonna look like? What are we doing? Like,
Man,
I mean, throw it back is super dope.
I'm about to drop something else.
Okay.
But I ain't giving no dates because I'm telling you, them fans is ruthless. I always say, if you give a date and you don't drop it, you better delete Twitter or IG off your phone and come back when you finna drop it. I'm telling you, because I realized that one time I think I might have had a date for something, and I might have posted because my dog passed away, and it was very. I went through a time because he's like my best friend, and he passed away, and it was like, that's cute, but when is this record? I was like, oh my goodness, and from that point on, I was like,
no more dates.
No more dates.
Yo, that is terrible. People are terrible.
Yes. He cute, your dog cute, but when is that dropping? Because I know you had said
I'm sorry
last
for your loss, but
yeah.
yeah, that's so crazy.
They don't care.
Did you get another dog?
Yes. Her name is Miss Fendi, and I have my other dog, and he's so over it because she's 2 and he's 14. And she is wild for the night. She running through the house all crazy. Mind you, he's slow. He looking back. She jumping on his ears. He over it. Yeah.
Yo, what is your life like? So you got 2 crazy ass dogs running around the house. I mean, I remember back in the day we saw you on, was it Cribs?
Yes.
All them shows. We saw the car bed. Where is the car bed now in 2019?
I still have my car
don't.
bed. Yes.
You don't sleep in that bed.
I still have my car bed.
But you don't sleep in that bed still.
Well, I have 7 houses, so I don't even be at
Talk
that
that
house.
shit, Missy. That's what I'm talking about.
7 houses all paid for. So,
no mortgage.
Yeah, no mortgage. No.
Good for you, Missy. No mortgage?
Yeah, no
Good credit?
mortgage. Oh, what? Amazing credit. How you think I was able to go for 14 years is that I never
You was
lost
straight.
a thing. and I've been blessed to still be financially.
You're okay.
Okay.
Good for you. That makes me very happy.
Yes.
We can't say that for everybody. We can't say that for everybody. That people spend and people blow it. Like people make a lot of money then blow all their money.
I know people. I've seen people sometimes may catch me in the airport and be like, "Why you not on a private jet?" Because I plan on living for a long time, and I'm not finna spend all my money, and then come 70, I'm sitting somewhere.
You back in coach.
Right. Nah. So,
Really? You don't fly private?
No. I'm saving my money. I be looking, I be like, go right ahead. Because when that money run out, you will walk right past them and be like, sipping on my TC. You go right to the back. I mean, you have to. I always just say, spend your money wisely. If you notice, people who have it don't really have to. Like they don't. Jay ain't gonna be out here with. Although I got a chain on, but I love my chain.
You're in promotion. You're in promotion,
right? But he. Most of the time when you have it like that, you don't
got the money to your earphone, right?
He can you imagine him with $1 billion just trying to put it up to both his ears? It won't even fit. But so I just always say spend your money wisely.
That's great advice.
This thing is, especially for artists, you could be hot and getting mad bread.
Word.
And especially the way stuff is moving now, and it's new artists every second. Nah, you want to save that money.
So you got 7 houses paid for, mortgage done.
Yes.
Are you a car person? Do you have a ton of cars?
I have a ton of cars. Okay. Everybody know I love cars.
Still have a lot of cars.
Still have a lot of cars.
Can you put a number on it, or you don't even know?
Paid for.
Are we talking 10 cars, or are we talking 100 cars?
No, I don't have 100 cars.
It looks like it could be close, though.
I have a little over 10, but not 100 cars.
Okay. You got over 10 cars. You got 7 houses. But you won't fly private because that's throwing it away because that's not an investment.
Oh, no. I mean, we go in the same spot.
Yeah.
We go in the same place. So what is it? And this is not to knock anybody because some people, I'm not mad at people feeling like, hey, I work hard. I want to be comfortable. I want to be able to enjoy.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah.
But for me, God willing, I plan on living for a long time, and I don't want my money to run out. So I'm just like,
You don't want it to run out?
Nah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Do you do regular stuff still, Missy? Like, do you go to the supermarket?
What? I'm at Kroger in Atlanta.
No!
I go to Publix. I go to Farm Fresh in Virginia. I go to, oh my goodness, I'm not that person that have, a whole big staff doing all of that. You catch me at Home Depot picking up Febreze and all kind of stuff, lights for the house. And my friends, they think I'm crazy because, like, I remember after the Super Bowl, they like, yo, what you doing? This is crazy. You just did the Super Bowl. You just killed it. What you doing? I say, I'm in here mopping my floors. They like, what? You not going out? No, I'm actually cleaning my house. Like, I'm about to get into bed, and I got to make sure I feed, at the time, my dog, Poncho and Hoodie. And they like, yo, you don't do nothing. You're so lame.
What is that? You're a homebody.
Yeah.
You like to be home.
Anybody that's a Cancer sign know we like to stay close to the crib. Mm-hmm. And I think I've partied enough. Yeah. Trust and believe. Like, my first 4 albums, I was ripped. Facts. I've partied enough to, now it's just like.
That's so crazy. She said her first 4 albums.
When you think about the rain, and look how I started it. When the rain hits my window, I take it, me some Endo. I start you off like that.
But we don't know if that's just a song, if it's just a good line. No, it was real life.
Branson steak.
Branson!
Yeah. Branson.
You know, I was going through some old stuff the other day in the closet, and I found two things. I found my work. 'Cause I used to work at Champs back in the day, and I found my little Champs tag and it had my name, and I found Branson's business card.
Get out of here. Branson was everything.
He had a business
Branson,
card.
no,
it
he
said
did.
executive services.
Not even to put Branson out there, but Branson was the man.
100%.
Oh, what?
Everybody knows.
Everybody
I think.
knows
I think everybody knows.
Everybody
I think everybody
knows
knows that. That's so crazy. So you and then what about your health? Does that make you not want to do that stuff? Is that why you're like does that change your life at all? Like because you had that scare and that. How is that? Is that a scare? Is that like a what do they call that? Like a when it flares up, or is that something you always have to worry about now?
I most definitely can get anxiety. Like I can get anxiety. I can actually get anxiety. Something can trigger it. Like if I go in the mall, I could smell an Abercrombie store. I don't care if I never even been in the mall.
What do you say?
Like,
what do you mean?
Because of the smell, like it's like a strong cologne smell or something. It's like some things that trigger
an anxiety
for me. Like
and that's connected to the graves or no?
I
That's
believe it is.
Okay.
But I can't safely say that, like, you know, you gonna have to call Dr. Phil and them or somebody. I ain't finna get in here and start
But you
telling
know
no
what your
lies.
triggers are that make you feel some type of ways.
Yeah,
that's such a weird trigger, Missy.
Sometimes it's you know, the going. I can't even say is because when I get on stage it's weird because I can go on stage and not be triggered by anything, but if I go in like a tight area, like if it's you know
like backstage or.
Oh yeah, like the other night I was at the party, but I was sick too. But it was like this, everybody just on you like that. I was like, oh my God. So you know, it's
understand why you want to be home mopping the house then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I like to record. I record myself and stuff, and I
heard that you don't like people in the booth with you, right?
Never. Tim has never, ever, 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 ever heard me record.
The whole time, never.
I said, what if this was never me? What if somebody come out and say, that's been me all these years? Like,
like you have some like sister that's like 65, but she's just nice.
Never me. Can you
she
imagine?
does all your vocals.
It's crazy.
Yo, that's crazy.
Never. He's never, ever.
Has anybody? Nobody's ever seen you in the booth. There has to be an engineer. There's no engineer.
Well, an engineer have early on, but now for the last 15 years, I've been recording myself.
So you're on the boards. You're with the mic.
Yeah.
Everybody out.
Yes.
Have you ever heard anybody else like this?
No, I don't know. Not that I know of, but I'm assuming that somebody exists out there that's like that. I'm assuming somebody do.
Yeah.
But that's too because I'm very shy.
Yeah.
So I like to be able to get on the mic and do sound effects or do whatever I want to do without. Because if you're an artist and you go in a room and it's like mad people in there,
and you're
it's that one,
wow, you do the real type of weird. You know, Missy be with the
making bird sounds,
Yeah.
and there's one person in there that's probably don't get it. Because I said, just imagine. And when you record, and you have to have everybody has to be on the same frequency in that room. Just imagine if Michael and Quincy would have had that one person in the room
that was like, nah, I don't like
that
it.
was like, it's close to midnight, some evil lurking in the dark. Oh, you wildin'. Just imagine if they would have said that to them, and they would have just said, okay, you know what, scratch that. Like, so you have to. So
you're like
have people
protecting your energy.
Yes.
But it's crazy that you've never done it.
Never.
You've never even been forced to or in a position where you had to.
Never.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you know what you are? You're probably like me. You're very like energy. Like people's energy would throw you completely off track.
Throw me completely off. I can if everybody in the room could, you know, be bopping their head, and my focus will go straight to the one person that's not, and I'm thrown completely off.
Yeah.
And so I admire people who, you know,
don't give a shit.
Yeah. I know so many artists that just, you know, go in like, yo, turn the mic on and just go for it. And I'd be like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
To me.
But what you're doing is working. So you know, you know what I'm saying. So it's okay.
Yeah.
So it's okay. What does
Yes.
the album sound like? Is it done?
Yeah, it's almost.
Are you nervous? You look like you're nervous even talking about it.
No.
Oh, you don't want to give any details.
Yeah, I
about
don't want to get no details.
Okay, got
no,
it.
No,
But
I'm not nervous.
Are there guest appearance? A whole bunch of guest appearances. Some.
I don't want to tell too much.
Okay, fine. And you don't want to. You don't want us to give us a date.
No. Oh, hell no.
We have artwork.
Yes.
That was very nice of you to give us
Yes,
something, Missy.
yes,
We have
yes.
artwork.
Yes.
Do we have a season? You want to give us a season, a month, something, or not even?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, no, no, because anything go wrong, baby.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
I don't know. Like, you know, I've seen artists to do stuff and then they might not have a sample cleared,
Yeah.
or, you know, maybe a feature, the label, you know, say, hey, this artist is dropping something right now, so we don't want to clash.
Right.
So I just don't want to, you know, do
Okay.
that.
Well, what is the expectation? What is the vision for the next phase? Because this is a new thing now.
Yeah.
This is Missy 14 years later.
Yeah.
Album dropping. Like, what is your,
It's-
like, you don't have to give me the specifics creative, like, but do you want to be in that white hot space? Do you feel like that's what's, I mean,
I want to.
you're going to go on tour? Like, what are you going to
I
do?
most definitely want to do that. But I think Vegas just feels better for me
Mm-hmm.
because then it allows me to be in one space. And for this type of stuff that I want to do, like, you know, just imagine me wanting to carry a spaceship hovering over people's heads from state to state. They were like, if you don't get this big thing out of here, so at least in, you know, somewhere where you
Yeah.
stationary, you be able to do all
You would
that
do a phenomenal Vegas show.
Yes, that would probably be the typical.
Is that
thing.
something, conversations that are happening?
Oh, we have had that.
Okay, good. I see this. I see all of this. Because you like your show is big and vibrant and
Yeah, I can see us going, you know, taking it, and it wouldn't allow us to for us prop wise. So being stationary like that would allow us to do what Missy.
are you one of those artists that, because you always have seemed like this to me, like you are so particular.
Very.
Like I said, I
Very.
wanted the purple, the number 3 shade of purple eyeshadow today. And y'all motherfuckers came in here with 4.
Yes.
Everybody waits.
And I'm involved in everything.
But are you that like militant about everything?
Militant when I tell you, and my dancers, they have it the hardest. I feel so bad. That's why I dedicated that award to the dance community, because it's very hard to dance for Missy Elliott.
What do you
And-
do? Give me an example. If I'm your dancer, what do I got to do? What did I do wrong, Missy?
Oh my goodness, long hours.
Let me stretch.
At long hours, you know, you are working on things, not just dance. You're working on so many other things. You got to make sure your spacing is right. You
Got
know?
it.
You can't be out of line, or, you know, you can't, if it calls for you to interact with your partner, I need to see that, because if I feel it from you all, then the people in the audience, and that's why artists have dancers, and that's why they're so important, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have them up there. So clearly they're up there because they bring that energy, and so that they have to be on point, so that energy is transferable to the people that's watching. And so, you know, you have to look like you.
But you're also so nice to everybody.
Oh.
So I always wonder, like, when you're that militant, because I go through that, as well as any women go through that, where you are very demanding and you have a vision and you like something a certain way,
Right.
and so you have to kind of be tough on people.
Oh yeah. I mean, don't get it twisted. If you sit in there long enough, you be like, now that's the Missy I was looking for.
Yeah.
like
know
that's
it's in
the
there.
I know it's in there. That's the Missy I was looking. So I most definitely, you know, I try to say it, you know, nice the first 2 times. By that 3rd time, oh yeah, it's on
Bitch.
and popping. It's on and popping. Like about 3rd time, if I have to say it that many times, then
We have a problem.
We get a problem going
Yeah.
on. But most of the time, I'm just, you know, Cause
You trying to be great.
yeah, and I want everything to look nice for the people that's coming to see the performance. I want people to feel like they got their money's worth. Nobody wants to spend the kind of money that they have to spend these days for tickets to just see some bullshit.
Yo, you're making me so excited. No, and I get it. Trust me, I feel you on all of that. That's why when I was watching that MTV performance, I was like, yo, this doesn't just happen. Like, you have to really, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, even down to the little kids. Like, I'm like, listen, you think about every kid that made you mad at school, and they just looking like, I'm like, all your friends is gonna be watching. So I'm gassing them on the side of the stage, like, all your friends gonna be watching. When you go back to school, you're gonna be a superstar. And I look back at the thing, and I'm like, they was going crazy. They was flipping so much. I said, them babies was like, this is I'm gonna be a superstar.
I would love to see you in that mode.
Oh,
I've never seen you in that mode, but I know you are. And you're probably a great mentor too for the artists that you work with, because you always pull out something.
Yeah. Monica always say I push people, because I never forget. We did Everything to Me, and Jasmine Sullivan had referenced it, and she was in a higher key, and Monica came and I played it for her, and she was like, "Who finna sing this?" I said, "You are." And she was like, "Well, you about to bring the key down." I said, "No, I'm not." So
bring you up.
Oh yeah, you're gonna sing it, and I said, "You can. I know you can. Like, we're gonna give them something unpredictable, so they won't think that you even go and you can get up that high. But I know you can get up that high, and no matter how long it takes, we're gonna do it." And we did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did it ever go bad? Did you ever push somebody and it was like go bad? Or did it not work, or it always works?
No, it always works. Because I know how to gas people too. Like, and not gas them in a lying way, but I do really believe that they could do it. Even Fantasia, I had Jasmine once again to reference Free Yourself. And I'm just like, yo, you got this. Like, just make it your own. You have your own.
Fantasia sings her ass off.
I'm like, yo, like, you make it your own. And so it's never went bad. I think they kind of trust me a little bit.
So November, I'm excited.
You done tried to give me a date, because I'm like, what's happening in November?
I'm trying to put you in the box. I'm trying to put you in the corner.
I'm like, oh, really? What's happening? Yeah.
September? Anyway, whenever it comes, we're here for it. I love this moment you're having. You fully deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for everything you've done.
And congratulations to you and everything you do. May God
baby.
Pour nothing but blessings over your whole life career, your baby.
Thank you, me. Thank you, Mama. One time, incredible Missy Elliott. It's Power 105.1.